So, what is going on? It's your boy Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today, guys, I'm with who?
Simon Gagne.
Simon, what'd you do this weekend?
I finished top 8. I got 8th place at the Toronto Regional.
With what deck?
Spyral FTK, 60 card Spyral FTK.
Spyral FTK? Okay,
Yeah.
So you know there's obviously Danger FTK floating around in today's metagame. Why did you decide not to play Danger FTK, but decide to actually play Spyral FTK?
Because this is way more fun, way more consistent, and way more budget friendly.
So this is like super budget friendly version.
Yeah.
And like obviously the Danger cards are like $50 a piece, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. And you know, like 3 months ago, I was debating either this or Danger FTK. Before Danger was actually a thing, and I was just like, screw it, like it's too much money. So decided to play this. Spyral is such a fun deck. Like,
okay,
it'll never die.
And awesome. And what is it called? Do you have any spicy text in here?
Absolutely. There's so many spicy techs. Do you want me to just tell you right now, or do you want to go?
All right. So you know what? Without further ado, let's just straight on with the deck profile. Your record was total of 611.
Yeah, 611.
611.
Yeah.
So you came 8th place last. You lost last round, right?
Yeah, I was playing for first place and then ended up 8th. First place, I lost dice roll, and then I made a huge misplay in our last game. So whatever, it happens, and I drew against Gabe. So I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Without further ado, start with the deck profile.
Yeah. So play 3 Summoner Monk.
How good is this card?
Amazing. Well, if anything with a spell card, no interruptions to FTK.
FTK with just Summoner Monk.
Just Summoner Monk and a spell, yeah. And the other thing that's amazing about it is that you can actually recycle and just use Phoenix Blade constantly with this card and just bring out so many great other cards.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
How many one card FTKs do you have in here? A lot.
Yeah, quite a few. There's a few one card FTKs. Armageddon Knight is a single one card FTK. We'll get more into that in a sec. Triple Agent. I mean, you need to play this if you're going to be playing Spirals. But also, this card's amazing just because, you know, I'm really good at blind calling. And if you're playing Spirals, you should be able to blind call properly to just get that extra summon out.
Is that your skill?
Yeah.
I think it's
yeah. I just sniff the top card and I just know instantly what it is. I already know.
Okay. Nice.
So yeah, Triple Agent. One Tough. Tough is actually really good just because essentially there are times that you can bring it out with just Summoner Monk and just get rid of a problematic card. You can also, like what I did in a lot of my games, is I would search it with Assault, just if I knew it was going to be a grindy game, because this is a very good card just to have in a grind game as well. You already know the one-ofs of the crew. This card is so easy to bring out in this deck. It's actually insane. There's so many combos. Armageddon Knight can dump it. You can special summon it off of Summon Sorceress. Most underrated combo right here. This wins so many games, and people will like Reaper your Firewall, and you're like, what am I gonna do? Oh wait, I'm just gonna sit on a sleeper and win. Pretty easy.
Awesome. And is it the FTK if you open up a drone and also
Super Agent? Yeah, it's FTK. Yeah. If you open 1-for-1 FTK. If you open like Foolish Burial Good and like Reborn or Big Red, FTK.
Nice.
It's very quicker if you do it this way than if you do it with the Armageddon Knight combo. But anyways, 3 Junk Forward. I mean, you want to play this in a Warrior Turbo deck, so.
Good Warrior Extenders.
Yeah, exactly. This card has to be one of the best cards in the deck. Just get rid of any hand traps quickly, because that's essentially what stops the deck is only hand traps. I mean, this is so ridiculously, the deck's really consistent in FTKing, so you want to get rid of hand traps. That's the number one thing that you want to do. So you can get this off of Sold if you didn't open it. The one combo I really love is when you open this with Mally. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Just pitch a Mally with this and you're set. And this is the card that's probably going to get banned next, unfortunately. Single one card FTK, no extender. Literally one card FTK.
In this specific deck?
In this specific deck.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to play a couple spicy techs with it.
Okay.
It's just, essentially, you will end up getting Master Plan to the graveyard. I'll show you more in a sec, the spicy techs, and get more into details as to the one card combo with this.
Nice. Okay.
Dark Grepher. Dark Grepher is unfortunately not as good in this deck as it is in Danger, obviously, but it's still an amazing card, right? So
if you went up this amount, you still have to.
Yeah, exactly. You still can FTK with this card single-handedly. Like this one, you would just have to have like a Mally. That's obviously FTK.
Right.
Yeah. Triple Valley, self-explanatory. Yeah, and then the rest are just all one-ofs. The Garnet, the deck, unfortunately. The number of times I open this card and still win is ridiculous. This card is not the worst to open, but it's obviously not the best to open, right? The Strudel, this card helps you facilitate the FTK very, very easily in this deck, just because you want to go into Power Tool and search out Big Red. So you can dump this obviously with Armageddon Knight, and that's part of the combo for the 1-card FTK. Necrogarna, you search off a Sold, obviously. It can help you a lot, especially if you're not going to FTK them and you're going to give them Ipley and they're going to try to crash the Ipley into whatever. You can just negate the attack. I did that against Michael Walters. Fortunately, he still got the best of me in our last game and won. And here's the really spicy attack. Doppel Warrior, amazing card. Amazing card. This card is actually surreal. Part of the combo is that you're going to dump the Strudel with Armageddon Knight after you summon it with a Soul. And then afterwards, you're going to make Summon Stork, and you're going to special this off Summon Stork. Then with the Strudel, you're going to target it. You're going to sink into Power Tool. Wow. This will give you two tokens, and eventually you make Firewall with Link Karibo and Phoenix, and then you can grab back your Armageddon Knights. And so you have a big red because of the Power Tool search. So then when you bring back Armageddon Knight onto the field, you'll dump the Master Plan, and then you'll grab it right back with big red, and then you just keep going off.
Nice.
So this card, and the other thing is that this is actually not that bad to open, because there are times, like, for example, I'll special summon from the graveyard. You just, like, you can just, even the Strudel in the graveyard, you get to special summon this from your hand. This card is actually insane. I'd recommend it for a lot of different decks, if you play the Strudel, that is.
Nice.
The next card that's getting banned with its Partners in Crime. So these guys can obviously get special summoned. They can get dumped obviously by Armageddon Knight. They can also get special summoned from Summon Stork. So I mean, Summon Stork is probably going to get banned as well. That card needs to go too. There's a lot of cards that need to go, but typically one of the plays I do is I make Phoenix before special summoning with Sork, and I'll special summon this. And I'll dump this with either Curious, or I'll bring back Armageddon Knight, dump this with Armageddon Knight, and then I'll grab it back with Firewall later on. So those are all the monsters. I only play 2 sets of 3-ofs for spells, 3 big reds. Obviously, it's an amazing card just because it's what felicitates the FTK. A lot of times you can just open this with like an Armageddon Knight. You know, even if they like say Reaper the Soul or something like that, you're just gonna go off regardless. Just
because you have double helix and stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you could just dump Master Plan, search it, grab it right back, and then just go into play. You get Resort, and essentially you can just sit on Trigate Sleeper. That's usually more than enough to beat people.
Yeah.
Sleeper is so good. Like it is actually more consistent than when I used to play the Spyral when Resort was actually at 3. I could actually get this combo off way more easily.
Right.
Just because, and the best thing is if you try to make double helix and they ash it, then you just go into Sold and then you just destroy them.
Right.
So it's actually insane. So yeah, 3 big reds, 3 instant fusions, turbo cards. You make Rajin. So pretty
standard.
Yeah, pretty standard. The Spice. 2 exchange.
What the heck is this, bro?
This is what wins you game. This is what guarantees you an FTK. There's a lot of times in my hand would be like Armageddon Knight, like instant fusion, shade, big red. So you play so many cards that other people don't play, so you don't care if they take it. Like for example, I had one Goki player. I gave him. He took my quick fix. I took his hand trap, and I just dolphined it. Got my quick fix back and just comboed and FTK'd him. It's beautiful because you can also see what your opponent has. If they don't have a hand trap, you don't care. Like, you know that you can just FTK them now.
So you're basically playing 5 dolphins in the deck.
Essentially, yeah. I wish I was playing it at 3. I was playing it at 3, and then I wanted to make more space for Super Agent to make sure I play 3 Super Agents. And I bet you anything, if I played this at 3, I would have won.
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding. Nice. No, but this card's actually amazing. I would highly recommend it for if you're playing in a mirror match. I main it just again because I don't main any hand traps, and my focus is just to FTK them and guarantee an FTK. So sometimes you can even get cards like one time I got Monster Reborn, I got Soul Charge before off this card. Like it's amazing. And again, you can also what you can do is you play all your cards, and if they're saving, say like a Ghost Bell or like a Reaper for your Firewall. Well, or just something in general, like just something that they're just ready to like hit you later on into your combo, that's fine because you could just add Phoenix Blade back and then you could just give them Phoenix Blade with this.
Right.
So they're stuck with a bad card while you could grab whatever you want. You kind of see also what kind of like, if you're not going to FTK them, you can see what kind of board you have to make because this deck can make so many different boards. You can Gumblar them, you can make Trigate, Negate, Sleeper.
Yeah. So basically, if you don't have FTK, you end up with Sleeper, Trigate regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so then like at that point, you're just playing regular Spirals.
Yeah, exactly. Or you just Gumblar. Nice. Yeah, you could just Gumblar them and get rid of their combo. So you're basically playing Goki too, in a sense. Like you're using the Goki win condition. Yeah. So I would recommend playing this at 3. I'd pick these copies up before they spike because this card's amazing. So. 2 Call by the Graves. I mean, standard. Not much to say about it. The one-offs, Foolish Burial, this, Rhoda, Hornet Drone.
So more isolated targets.
Yeah. This, I'm considering playing at 2. There's a lot of times I've talked like this card and it would just change the whole entire game around. So I would recommend it. I'm going to try it out at 2, see what happens. 1 for 1, obviously. This card's amazing in this deck. Because you have so many different levels, and no one ever calls it right. Like they don't know what to call. Like they'll be like 4, then you summon Dolphin, or I had one guy call 7 because he was that desperate. He didn't want to see Master Plan, and then I just summoned a 4, and I just went off. So the other equip spells, Overdone Burial, DDR, amazing. Obviously Phoenix Blade and Living Fossil.
And there's also 3 big reds. So
and there's 3 big, yeah. So you play 7 equips in total. So.
Nice.
So yeah, so you play 5 different ones obviously, and you play all my games that I like lost were literally because I opened like double of these or triple. I even opened triple equip spell at one point, but whatever, it is what it is. Yeah, you don't see them as often just because you're playing 6 cards, but again, because of triple big red, it's actually not that bad because you have lots of different targets. Sometimes you don't even want to bring out Armageddon Knight. You typically want to bring out Armageddon Knight, but sometimes you could just bring out Dolphin and then just make sure that your combo is going to go off.
Nice.
Yeah, and so that's all for spells. I played 3 traps, 2 shades, and
free monsters.
Yeah, free monster. Why not, right? The number of time I actually opened double of this is actually ridiculous. I think I did 3 times today, but whatever. It is what it is. And then just 1 rescue. You don't want to... This card, you don't want to see it too often in your hand. You're just going to search it off Master Plan and then just discard and then go off. So, yeah, that's it for the main deck.
Let's go up to your extra deck.
Yeah. So, the extra deck. First off, play 1 Power Tool. As I explained, this card will search Big Red. There are even times that you don't end up doing the Assault combo, and you can actually search like something like, you can end up getting something like DDR or like Overdone Burial or Living Fossil, just an extender. That's rare, but yeah, usually you want to do Big Red. Always been playing Power Tool in Spyral. It's such a good card. I play Ib to try to, just to help in case I want to get Master Plan off Summon Sork. It's pretty easy. You can just do Phoenix, make Mermaid, and special summon Ibly, and you can just immediately special summon this. So that's why if you have an extender for your warrior combo, you're gonna get Master Plan out regardless. So that's really good. Goki Topologic Gumblar Dragon. I mean, if you're not FTKing them, if you're not relying on Spyral Sleeper Trigate, you just play this. Yeah, like if you're gonna Dolphin them and you see that they have just a bunch of monsters, just Gumblar them, you win instantly. Especially if you have Sleeper with it, it's like you automatically win. Trigate, obvious. Yeah, Link Kribo, obviously. The Nightmares. No Griffins, just one of these guys. Sold, Firewall, Rajin. One Summon Stork. Just one double Helix. You only need to use them once, worst case it doesn't work out, you just bring him back later on, right? So, and then finally Curious. Curious is really good too. Obviously, if you're missing a FTK piece, you can do it. There are even times that like I will send a Spyral card, like maybe like even Mission, if I have something in the graveyard I want to bring back. I've done that a few times, or done Quick Fix, but usually you're using it for the FTK combo, so it's pretty nice. So that's it for the extra deck.
Yep, let's go to your side.
Side, I mean, I don't want to lose to FTK, so
yeah.
Triple Ash.
Gamma.
2 Bells. 3 Reapers.
Oh, jeez, you're setting all this in.
3 Drolls.
Wait, so this is your entire side deck?
This is my side deck. So, if I'm playing Goki, I'm siding this whole thing. The number
This man is crazy.
Every Goki player complains that I get 2 hand traps. Well, I mean, hello, like, it's gonna happen, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, and you also play 60 cards, right? So you want to maximize yourself on actually.
Yeah, exactly. The other decks I don't care about. Thunder Dragons, they'll make their Colossus and I'll still have to K them. Like,
yeah.
if they don't have like Titan, like, or there are times they'll just like, I don't know, like set Shade. When they do Titan, they'll discard their 1 Thunder Dragon card and you just chain Shade so that you can't pop anything. So then you just have to K them.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, the only matchup I'm worried about is Gokis and Danger FTK. So obviously I'm just gonna stop them with this. The other decks I'm not too worried about. Obviously, I kind of wish I had something better for Sky Striker since I did lose to Sky Striker in the end.
Right.
And I mean,
oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. So,
and, yeah, just overall thoughts about this deck. You know, it's fun. It's also budget. There's so many plays you can obviously do.
Budget until the side.
Yeah, budget until the side, obviously.
Okay, budget to the side.
Yeah.
And then you obviously have your double helix play.
Yeah.
If
there's so many plays, and I feel like all my losses were just because of me not playing properly. Like, it's sometimes you get kind of bricky hands, but you can still go into like a soul like 99% of the time. Like, you still have combos like regardless of your hand. Like, if I was good, I would actually have won. This deck's amazing.
Okay,
awesome. That's
awesome.
the only way to put it.
Anything else you want to say before we hand off the deck, Robo?
Well, yeah, a huge shout out to my team and my locals, 7-Star Game, Team 7-Star. Also give a shout out to my other local Skyfox Games in Oshawa, 7-Star Games in Ajax. Shout out to Michael Walters for winning the regionals, and I guess shout out to Myrtle, my teammate who did better than me, finished 6th. Again, shout out to like everyone that's been there playing with me and everything like that. I haven't been playing for that long, so it's been fun. I don't always have the time to play, so it's fun when today was an awesome day for sure. So
this is your first stop, right?
Yeah, it's my first stop.
Oh, congratulations, brother. Congratulations, man. And this is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 signing out. All right, guys. Peace.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game, I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game, I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this and they taking shots. I'm a key with it. Like, no, this league business.